Alright, everybody, welcome back to some more Pixelmon adventures. It is I, Xilestar, and today, oh my word, it has been such a long time since I've actually done this. I actually don't remember what we were doing last. So, at the time of this recording, it is like 2 days before the Indigo disc comes out, so you guys won't be seeing this for at least until after that. But at the very least, though, this is back for as long as it can possibly be, pretty much. Can I change the Pokemon cry so they're at least a little less loud? I don't know what they would be considered as. Oh, yeah, I'm going to turn that down. Would they be considered friendly creatures? Actually, to be fair, yeah, we don't really need this that loud. Anyway. Okay. Good, they're less annoying. Yeah, so nothing really too much has changed in here. I don't know if I mentioned anything needs to be changed for Pixelmon Adventures. I apologize. It has been such a long time. Actually, it has been so long, I don't even remember the last time I actually recorded. When was that? Give me a second. I'll go find that out real quick because I still have that session in here somewhere. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's before that. All right, let's see here. When were you? June 6th. We're now in December, so it's been half a year pretty much since this has been out. And same idea as last time. If Minecraft decides to have a new update, we will just stop this and just go straight to that. But anyway, we're back with this for a short time. Literally right before I started recording, there was a boss Ekans that I fought. It was like level 35 or something like that, 34. I tried to let Trapinch deal with it so that we can get a fly gun as quickly as possible, and it took it out, so Gibble was able to take it out for us. And as you can probably see from the chat, I caught a Keldeo. It literally popped up, and I was like, of course, right before I'm about to hit record, it pops up. So, yeah, so I ended up doing that. I also moved the dust... Yeah, I moved the dust dogs over to here, so though it's there. Why is this... Okay, there we go. The Swinub was supposed to be for there. Actually, no. Unless I really need a Mamoswine for some reason, I'm going to keep it there for now. Because I can use it for Ice type. And the Keldeo will be a big boost to if I decide to go with Water types. So that would be awesome. So yeah, so like I have a lot of things that have changed since the last time. Also, I remember putting down some berries here, and for some odd reason, there's nothing here. So I just put down a Lepa berry there, but I'm confused as to why there's no berries in this area. So I wonder if, like, the wild Pokemon were, like, feasting on them kind of thing. I'm hoping that's not the case, because if it is, I might just move this farm somewhere else. But yeah. Oh, you all grew. Awesome. I picked some of this stuff up, and I'm surprised that it actually grew all back in like such a short amount of time. Cool. So yeah, so as I'm currently like talking to you guys right now, I am almost done with the Minecraft 1.21 base for Craft. Uh, by almost, I mean like I'm about like 65% done. The number will keep changing until it's actually done, but pretty much I'm getting close to it. As long as my mind doesn't change on me, which is a very huge possibility that it will happen. So it's how do I explain it that it doesn't give it away? Actually, I could talk about how I changed Razabase pretty much. So I think I might have explained it during the one of the anniversaries, but just in case I didn't, Razabase never looked like an actual boat itself. It had shape. It had like little divots here and there that made it look like it was not really a boat. It was just like a weird spaceship kind of thing. I wanted it to look like it could actually go on the water and be completely fine. So I wanted it to look like a real boat. And then I think I just completely abandoned that to make it into a hovercraft. But anyway, so I changed the whole design of it pretty much, but it took me like different iterations of me to trying to figure out how to get it to not only to fit my style, but to make it so that it works with Circuit Craft's rules, where it has to be within like 2 structure blocks, so we can bring it from world to world kind of thing. Because this was before Amulet came out and just said, hey, yeah, you know that one thing you can do? Yeah, well, we can, you know that structure block thing? Yeah, we can do that, but we can do that for bigger things. And that, like, enlightened everything. Until we found the lighting error, of course. And then, with the lighting error, that changed how we wanted to view it, pretty much. I'm just going to change the minimap a little bit. Let's go down. There we go. Ooh, another thing I found is that Pixelmon has now been updated to, I think it's 1.20.2, I think? I think it was 1.20.2. It might have been something else. I'm just going to put seeds in there. We can keep everything else. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to... Oops. What's the button then? No, that's waypoint. Did I mention I haven't played this in a long time? Can I, like, go to, like, a really far location? I have a Hoopa location? And a Hoopa? Yeah, let's go here, then. Oh, cool. Yeah. So something else I want to do is I want to keep I say idea, but I'm going to keep a book, so to speak. Do I have a Larvesta? I don't, but I could use that for my fire team that I will be potentially making. Or my bug. Actually, would it be useful as a bug? Because bug types don't really have that many good mons. You know what? I'll just weaken it. Go. I don't think it has anything that can deal much damage to me. Bite shouldn't take it out, right? Oh, I know it's Flame Wheel. I did not know that. We live one more. Good job, Groddle. My shiny Groddle. My Groddle doesn't need experience that much. Should have brought more Pokeballs out. Larvesta's not that hard, is it? This thing can't do anything against a dragon ground. So while this won't be recorded during that time, it'll be like you guys will see it after. I did not do the rest of the teal mask like I wanted to. I can't find enough people to do the ogre ousting. I literally took 7 days to try and find a party of 4. And I can't find enough people to do it. One day I found 3 people. And it turns out that they didn't even do anything in the ogre ousting, so they couldn't even help me. They just did the story element and that was it. So I'm like, well, I went to like 3 or 4. How many? Wait, give me a second. How many different ones do I have? I know I have like 3 of them, I think. Off the top of my head, I have 3 of them. I should also say I have 3 English ones. I know one of them is like in Dutch or something like that. Actually, while Discord's loading up. And unfortunately, I don't have like a way to kind of get to one that's very active anymore. There was one Discord channel that was very, very active. The problem was that they stopped. That Discord channel is now gone. Yeah, I have 4. I have 3 that are specifically for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I mean, some of them changed from Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus to be Scarlet Violet. And then one of them is just Pokemon in general, and yet nothing. I couldn't get any help with my Ogre ousting stuff. I even tried joining other people's instead of just like starting like instead of just like messaging like in a chat or something like that. I started to just join other people's, and then they couldn't find anybody. So it was just like a huge waste of time. I spent like, mind you, it wasn't a huge waste of time. I was working on other things while I was waiting. I had Discord loaded up on my laptop while I was working on my Minecraft 1.21 base. I think I was working on editing videos, or not editing videos, but yeah, one more Pokeball left. Nice. What is the wording for it? So while I was archiving the completes kind of thing, I was doing that while I was waiting as well. So it's like I got a lot of work done while I was waiting. So it's not like I was just like doing this, going like, "Come on, people, come on, help me out here, come on, let's do this." And I know at one point, since I got my turbo controllers, I was letting my game go through grinding a bunch of money, specifically just so I can go through all of the nonsense of all that. So that at the very least, like, I don't have to, like, you know, say, oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna have to wait like 20 years before we go and, you know, buy all these cool looking items. It's like, no, now we have like max money with this turbo controller. And if Gen 10 or whatever, or if Unova remakes happen, I doubt it. If they're gonna do Unovan remakes, they should do it as one game, not 2. That's why a Legends game as Unovan would be better than them just coming out with Black and White 3. And here's my reason for this explanation is because look at each and every generation. Every generation game apart from 6, well, from 5, 6, and 7, and I guess 8 as well. No. Well, yeah, if I'm going to count 6, I might as well count 8 as well. Every game generation for Red, Blue, Yellow, I mean that one has too many, so it doesn't really matter. But like Gold, Silver, Crystal, and Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, they all have 3 games in their respective category. But Black and White have 4. They have Black and White, and they have Black and White 2. I mean, it's the same thing with Sun and Moon. There is an Ultra Sun and an Ultra Moon. Now, the one thing that I want to mention, though, is that, like, I'm not trying to say, though, that, hey, Game Freak shouldn't make a Novan remake or anything like that. Just don't make it 2 games. Like, don't make it, like, Fire Red, Leaf Green, just because, like, you know, you need to sell 2 games at once. Just put 1 game. Because if you're going to put DLCs anyway, or even just put a free update similar to how they did with Legends Arceus, then do that instead. So though at the very least though, like we get like the 1 game that, you know, that everybody can get a hold of and everybody has fun with, and then later on we get a big update. Who cares? I think that would be a wonderful idea because again, there's too many Unovan games already out. There's 4 of them. And if we would have gotten the proclaimed Pokemon Gray instead of Black and White 2, I would agree that that, like, yes, we deserve Unovan remakes then, because then there, instead of 4, there's 3 games. There's not like a 5th game in there, right? Because then if Black and White get this so-called like extra 2 games, then it's not fair for the rest of the series. Mind you, Kanto has gotten so much that I don't really want to count it, because like it's Kanto, it's their first game. Like, I think that it deserves at least some slack because it's so early on. And the only reason why Fire Red Leaf Green exists, from what I have been not just reading, but like from what I have seen in videos, was that because a lot of the Pokemon in Ruby and Sapphire, since they went from Generation 1 to 3, but they didn't have all the Pokemon, this is what Fire Red Leaf Green were supposed to do, was to introduce the rest of the Pokemon, pretty much. I didn't bring a bed, did I? I did not.